everyone. I welcome you to my channel. Ndimuzadde. My name is Sarah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and where you're watching me from. Today we are going to discuss an important topic about using an iron hand on our children, both biological and non-biological children. Who is a parent? Because in a Luganda way, this program is Ndimuzadde, and Ndimuzadde means I'm a parent. Who is a parent? A parent is any caregiver, any person who decides to bring up and cares for another child. It may be your biological children or non-biological children. Now, we have different types of parents. We have spiritual parents, the pastors, the reverends, the fathers, reverend fathers. We have imams, according to the Muslims. We have different types of spiritual parents. We have biological parents, we have step parents, and we have grandparents. However, it has come to my notice that we are using an iron hand on our children, both biological and non-biological, and this should stop, simply because many children have lost their lives depending on the way we've treated them. Recently in my country, Uganda, we lost a young girl in grade 4. In grade 4, that child is about 10, at most 10, 9 to 10 years. Or some, those that go to school early, they can even go to, she may have been 8 years old. But why? Did you know that you, as a teacher in that school, you are a parent? Simply because you're entrusted with the life of this child for those few hours that she's with you. Now imagine a situation where you call the parent, the biological parent, or the caregiver, the uncle, the aunt, that please come to school, something has happened. Or come to hospital, there is something to be discussed upon. And getting to hospital, who do you come to see? You find your niece, you find your nephew lying helpless, lifeless, sometimes dead. Imagine how you would feel. Just imagine if the mother of this child or if the father is abroad, toiling, trying to put food on the table of this child, then to get a phone call that your daughter is no more. We've really used an iron hand on the children. It's not fair. We are not happy. Many of the people that we entrusted our children's lives with before we traveled abroad have also done the same. They've denied our children food, and yet we came here to toil for them. We came here so that we can have a better future for them. Some have even denied them school fees. You send money home, your child is not taken to school. Maybe the aunt is only taking her children to school. Maybe the uncle or the stepmother or the dad. Some mothers are really greedy. Some fathers are very greedy. But please, at least, even if she doesn't go to school, at least that's a bit fair. But taking this child, beating this child to death is not fair. It's not correct. It's bad. Sometimes I'm not blaming, I'm not apportioning blames to anyone, but you're going to do things that you will later regret. You as a parent, please be kind to these children. We've seen even biological parents do that to their own children. There is a father who beat his daughter to death. She didn't die there and then, but the injuries that she ascertained made her take her last breath, simply because she didn't write well in the homework. Please, there are things that we are going to do and we will later regret. Let's be kind to these children. Let's really love them, because these are the ministers, these are the presidents of tomorrow. You never know. What if they will be treating your own like that? You as a stepmother, you really feel angry when you see this girl, when you see these boys. But what if the same thing happens to you? Please, my dear parents, my dear caregivers, if you are a housemaid and you feel that the way the parents of these children are treating you is not good, it's better you leave, Don't hang the children. We've seen many incidences where children are hanged, then the maids run away, where children are tortured, where children are kicked, where children are trampled over. Kindly, let's change. Let's change. Let's change before it's too late. Let's change before we are imprisoned. We are given life imprisonment for only things that we could control. For those parents that are treating their children well, thank you. For the aunts, the aunties that are treating our children well, thank you. The uncles, we appreciate. May God richly bless you. But whoever is really torturing the children, let's change. Let's change. These are the presidents of tomorrow. These are the ministers of tomorrow. And the same thing can happen to your own child. Kindly remember to subscribe if this program has done you well. Remember to share it with a friend. May God richly bless you. Don't forget, Ndi Muzadde.